here, they're over there, and you have to make sure that it's in time. Okay? That's going to be something that maybe you guys want to just play with a little bit. Okay? Let's do this. Now, so everyone know that you're going to come in now when it's your time. All right? And horns, if you could make sure we kind of die away a little bit quicker. That way the trumpets are more important here. I know I hate to say that the trumpets are more important, but they are. Okay? Here we go. Beginning. We'll keep going. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Ready? Sometimes I have to be very clear about things. I don't know how to explain that.
That was us.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Same people, same place. One, ready, and. So they have slurs, you guys don't, right? Can I hear you guys do it? Right, alto sax has the slur in there. So yeah, here we go. You guys. One, ready, and. Okay, can we hear what you do? 14, 15, measure 16. There we go. Flutes do this, clarinets, why don't you do it as well, and oboe. Okay? Right there. One, ready, and. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So making sure we have the difference between those two. Making sure it's obvious. Okay? Start at one, everyone. One, please. And you guys who have the hits, just make sure that it's nice and we hear a nice tone, and then you're off. Okay? Here we go. One. Ready? And. Saxophones and clarinets, you guys are doing a nice job of staying together. Thank you. Horns, not so much. Okay? Now, their problem again is because they're reflecting off of those things. So what's going to end up happening, horns, again, you're going to have to probably think a little bit ahead. So let's try this. Let's try to get this part together. Starting at 2, can I have all those melody people, please? Here we go. So tenor sax, alto sax, clarinets, and horns. Here we go. 1, ready? Thank you. For my taste, whenever you have the accents, I like a little bit more accent. Okay? It sounds kind of just like that, but if you have the accent, give us a little bit more. Again, I always used to tell my high school bands is that if you give me too much, I'll tell you that. And that was actually a compliment. Okay? Horns, let's do yours real quick. Here we go. One, and are ready, and. Yeah, still a little bit more accent there. Yeah, and you're going to find that probably what you need to do, if they are playing longer articulations to where it doesn't sound too long for you, you may actually have to play a little shorter than they do. Okay? Yeah, it's not bad. Let's go, let's just keep going. Number 2 and keep going. Okay? Number 2 and keep going. Low brass, I haven't forgotten to make you, I promise. Okay? Here we go. Number 2. 1. Ready? Number 2, everyone, right? Everyone. So that includes the trumpet. Right? Number 2. 1. Ready? And go. Flutes, when you guys come in at measure 26, how loud is horn? Forte. Clarinets, when you come in at measure circle 2, how loud is horn? Okay. Do we see a problem with what just happened? Yeah, what happened? Yeah. Yeah, now, what ends up happening is we add more voices, and that's part of the problem. And flutes, you're kind of up in the stratosphere a little bit, so that kind of happens. So, if we can try to even that out a little bit, that way it's not so dramatic. Because it sounded almost like we were going up like 4 TC mode there. All right, let's try that one more time and see if we can make the dynamics fit a little bit better. Okay? All right, here we go, number 2. The low brass, maybe you can play out just a little bit more. Okay? 1, ready? Let's try at least to add a lift in between each of them, just for right now, okay, and see if we like that, okay? So yeah, flutes, that was much better. I like that. It felt like it was more of an extension of what they were doing versus, yay, there's flutes all of a sudden, okay? Yeah, let's do this. So move back to, let's see here, measure 31. How about that? Measure 31. You guys have bar numbers? You do not. You can figure it out? Okay. Because that's one thing. I have played in a number of bands where the band directors always are calling out rehearsal numbers, and some pieces of music make it very hard to find where those numbers are. You know, where they don't tell you that the score has basically numbers all over the place. Okay, here we go. So let's start measure 31, please. 31. And when we get to those dotted half notes, we'll add a lift, and I'll have to give you those. Here we go. Ready? Okay, so I'll give you a lift there, so watch for that. Okay? Here we go. Same spot. Ready? Start with it on a half notes go. So if you have just the downbeat play. Here we go. Just the on each of these dotted half notes, I see a TWU marking, correct? Let's give it a little bit of an emphasis. That way we know that there's actually a new note starting as opposed to what we just did before, where it sounded like we just kind of like one long sustain. Okay? So, go back to 31. Everyone, 31. 2, ready? Rehearsal 3. Now we get some nice little tinkly music. Okay? For the first one part. Alright, so woodwinds, you guys start us basic. Number 3. Okay? Because you got all these bodies to play. Okay? Along with that, euphoniums measured at circle 3. Okay? I have you guys doing something that's nice and piano. I really appreciate the fact that you're playing so soft. I can't hear it. Okay? So maybe just a tad more. That'll help here. Okay? So let's do that. Yeah, because basically we have all of this stuff going on with our piano. What dynamic do you have? Yeah. Okay? So don't be afraid to be above them a little bit. Here we go. Rehearsal 3. Just that much. See what happens. There's a weird note in here, and I think it happened once when we were going through something with the trombone, and it's happened once with the trumpet. I want to make sure that that's not something strange. We go two, just the 8th note A press people. 1, ready, and. Make sure when you're doing these backgrounds that you're starting on the same time. Okay, so same thing I was talking about with the clarinet or the quarter notes that line up 16ths. You guys on these, A, you have to start together, and B, you have to line up with what's going on up here. Okay, so let's not make it nebulous. Let's make sure that we have something on one that is right on one. And for that, you can watch up here as much as you want, but what ends up happening is you really have to listen across the band to make sure that you're matching at the same time. Okay? Yeah, good. 2. Back to the quick speed. 2, 1, ready? Trumpets, I'm going to ask you, are any of you mean people? You're mean? I see how you're Yeah, because what I'm going to ask you to do at number 4, just for the sake of argument, I want you to Polk out at some point. Okay? Just for an experiment, okay? I want you to play it angry. Here you go. 4. Circle 4. Ready? Just the accent enough more angry, but the rest of it, sort of like that. Ready? Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I have fortissimo in my part, and I just like a little bit more from the trumpets there. Because suddenly, we've just done this thing where we have everyone playing. We have flutes up and the flutes playing up high and things like that. And then suddenly we get to the trumpets and it's more fortissimo, just like okay? Be a little angrier. Okay? And then the first trumpet part, first cornet part can be a little bit more tinkly. Okay? Here you go. 4. Let's just keep going real quick. 4. Angry. Ready? So let's think here, though, guys. When we do all of this stuff in measure 59, like clarinets, you have your melody. It's basically stuff we played before, right? Then we get to circle 5. Is circle 5 bigger or smaller in terms of volume? Smaller. Okay, so we need to be a little bit more reserved. Okay, trust me, I'm going to be the type of person that if I was directing this all the time, I'd be like, go for it right there. I have a lot of energy sometimes. I know it may not be apparent, but sometimes I just like to let it loose. And there I would be tempted to, but we need to hold back just a little bit. So can we do that real quick? 59, and actually we're going to go all the way up to, I'll stop you at some point. Here we go, 59. With the melody. This is what takes music. Now, yeah, not bad, okay? So we've got you guys just making sure you line up across the board, I think would be really good. Okay, just listen across the band. That's all you really have to do for that. And then this piece goes into some little different stuff here in the middle. And then we go toward the end that has basically a lot of stuff we've done before. So, let's just do this. To kind of wind up my time with you today, let's just start where the melody comes back at the end, and then just take it out to the end, okay? So I do believe that's around circle 9, is that correct? Yeah, let's just take out the stuff we've already done. All right? And trumpets, I like you when you're angry, okay? So, here we go, just out to the end. Baritone, yeah, you guys have that. Can we take the last 1, 2, 3, 4 measures? If you have 16th notes in the last 4 measures. Here we go. 1, and ready, and go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now, here's the thing for all the rest of you guys. The rest of you guys just have a note you hold, right? Is that important? Yeah, you can back off a little bit there so we hear that, okay? And the thing is, if we don't hear that, it just sounds like, ah, all the way to the end. Okay, I don't know about you, but the movie Dumb and Dumber, when they did that, it was kind of annoying. Okay, so, yeah, let's try that, okay? And maybe I took it a little bit faster that time, so I was like, oh, fingers, I don't know. But here we go, let's try that at the end. Last 4 measures, and give me a nice sforzando at the end. Okay? Here we go. Ready, and go. How many of you heard that really well? Like really well. If you're sitting next to it. Okay? Yeah, to me, I still didn't hear much of it, okay? So, either you guys need to play softer or they need to play a little louder. Which one do you think we should do? Both? Oh, let's try that. Meet in the middle. I like that, yes. Here we go. Ready? Yeah, yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah. So, in the end, you guys are going to be going along, you have all this energy, you're getting to note, and then you're going to want to do the Dumb and Dumber thing. You're going to want to do that. But then you got that. Okay? So, I think the rules that you have in corrals, like you have in the lip benders, always apply no matter what you do. There's a moving part, bring it out. Okay? Yeah. I think that's where I'll go ahead and stop with you guys. Thank you guys for letting me